world is over, when you say you're feeling lonely, if you ever need a shoulder, you know where to find me. Stop chasing all the city lights, breathe me in, go on and take your bite, count on me to make you come alive. You know where to find me tonight. You know where to find me tonight. When you feel the world is over, when you say you're feeling lonely, if you ever need a shoulder, you know where to find me. Stop chasing all the city lights, breathe me in, go on and take your bite, count on me to make you come alive. You know where to find me tonight. You know where to find me tonight. Find me tonight. When you feel the world is over, when you say you're feeling lonely, if you ever need a shoulder, you know where to find me. Stop chasing all the city lights, breathe me in, go on and take your bite, count on me to make you come alive.
Helps if I turn the microphone on, doesn't it? Hello, everyone, and welcome back for, I believe it's part 3 now of Broken Sword 3. I think I've managed to just update that title in time. It's just a bit awkward tabbing in and out of this game because of the weird resolution that it operates at. I think it's only something like 800 by odd, and it makes it even more complicated, the fact that we're on an ultra-wide screen. Oh, hang on a second. Oh, hang on. Of course, there'll be no audio on that. Hang on. I've only just loaded up the game. I haven't had the chance to go to the options because every time we exit the game, the options get completely reset. So I was trying not to tap out of the game. So let's... hopefully that's saved. Now, last time where we left it... what was it? George had just finished at the Glastonbury, and he'd met up with, was it Bruno? His name definitely began with a B. Actually, I might be thinking of yesterday's game. I don't know. It was the fella from the first game that we met in the hotel, and we'd met him in Ireland. Not in Ireland, sorry, in Glastonbury. And I believe they were heading back to Paris as well. And we left the game. We were in Nico's apartment, and she'd just been released from prison. So, I have to remember as well to save often, because it doesn't. It crashed quite a few times, didn't it, last time? Oh, I've just seen that pop in my head. Thanks for the bits there. Let's hop straight into it. So where did we actually save it last time? Alright, so we did actually save it right in Nico's apartment.
Looking after houseplants wasn't my forte.
Ooh, I need to turn that volume up in my head. Yeah, there we go, hopefully that'll be alright. Just scream as well if the volume is too loud or too quiet for the game. And as always, I won't talk over the game dialogue.
I knew how to cook, but these days all I did was throw stuff into the microwave.
Just going to move my microphone down a smidge so I can see which.
I was scared to look inside for fear of what I would find.
The volume level's all right like that, is it? Ah, good. I don't keep track of the volume levels per game like I used to when we first started out doing all these.
Perhaps I should make a call.
Let's call. Oh no! Well, we knew this was coming yesterday, didn't we? We're going to have to talk to Andre.
I wondered if Andre might have any ideas.
Andre Lobino?
Hi, Andre.
Nico, where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for 2 days.
The police arrested me.
What? Are you crazy? What happened?
They held me in the cells for 2 days on trumped-up charges, and then released me without a word of apology. I just hope the trail hasn't gone cold.
What are you going to do now?
Look for more clues, I suppose.
Oh, well, that was a lovely conversation.
Andre,
you can't,
I'm going to get
him.
back to the investigation.
He's terrible. He's so creepy. Because he's the ones that provided the panties that George held for the entire game.
I considered leaving the apartment.
Well, we've only got one place to go. We'll go back to Vernon's apartment.
And decided to visit Vernon's place.
It'll be daytime or nighttime, or actually nighttime this time. This is where we spent most of the first
so many
stream.
questions. Odd questions.
If you ask me, she wasn't really a reporter.
Ooh, looks like we've interrupted something here. Talk to this one first.
Bonjour.
Bonjour, mademoiselle.
I thought you'd been arrested.
They released me. I didn't kill him.
You made a mistake, Edith.
Oh, I don't think so.
About the woman you saw.
I'm looking at her right now.
Are there any details you can remember that might help?
I told the police everything. Why should I tell you?
Because she tried to frame me for murder.
Ha! What do you take me for? A character in some kind of detective story?
Technically.
She's had a nasty shock.
She's not the only one.
She did tell me something. something she overheard Vernon say.
Go on. It could be important.
He said the power was building up. And he mentioned a manuscript. I don't know if that helps.
It might. Thanks. Hello.
Talking to her.
Bonjour. My friend's very upset.
She's upset. I was the one who was nearly killed.
Looks like that's all the conversation with her. Try and get into Vernon's apartment. We are, of course, with this being an older game, we are, for authenticity, we are playing this with a Duke controller from the original Xbox. Even though technically it's the re-release version that's got a little screen in the middle of it.
The door was securely locked.
Listen
The
to door.
apartment was silent. It was Vernon's front door.
Of course, the real reason that we came to play this game. Hypnotic bouncies of the early 2000s animations.
I couldn't hear anything.
What year did this one come out?
The door was locked. The window was now locked tight.
Did I reset those controls? Well, we shall find out as we play. Anything down this end of the hall? Nope. We'll give the fire escape a go. Actually, no, before we do that, let's explore the full area. Because there's there was the park where the traffic warden, there was that really cringy guy as well. 14th of November, actually, what's today's date? Oh, it's the 16th. Just turned 17. And royalty has returned. Right, let's get through here. I don't think there'll be anything in here, not this time of night, but you never know. Can't say what you haven't explored every area. Speaking of exploring every area, it's entirely your fault, Chrissy. Last night I wound up thinking, oh, I'll just finish year 2 of the second playthrough of the Grim Fandango, and I wound up completing the entire game again and getting those last dozen or so achievements. There's no way we could have done the tank
area,
controllers on the actual stream.
but decided to remain here.
Yeah, I got the 100% now on that on PlayStation and Xbox. I think I just need a couple of the achievements on the Steam version. Maybe I'll have a quick whiz through playthrough of that. Is there anything that we can pick up here? So this is the wall that goes. So what is with this drain pipe? Because we broke this drain pipe last time.
No way was I doing that.
So it must have some relevance now, perhaps.
Nothing but trash.
Hang on, let's check our inventory. Didn't we pick up, right, we picked up a newspaper when we were last here. And a pencil as well. I think that was on a notice board. There was bits of statements and what have you, but there's also like a safe up there that we need to get into, but we didn't have the code before, so there must be something to change, otherwise we wouldn't have been sent back to this area. Lights are on.
I couldn't hear anything. The door was locked. The police had done a very good job sealing the crime scene. The flat had been securely locked up. I could see the key in the keyhole inside the door.
You think this is the Simon the Sorcerer job? If you remember.
I had to find out why Vernon wanted to see me, and why he was killed before he got the chance.
Yep, it is
This was
definitely a
an
Simon
old
the
trick,
Sorcerer
but
job.
it might just work. Let's
Anything that
see
won't go
whether those
smish.
old TV shows were accurate.
Yes, that was your fault, Chris.
Aha!
You're a bad influence.
Gently does it. It worked. The key landed neatly on the paper.
There was no way we could have got all those in one playthrough, I don't think. Not in the stream anyway, because one of the achievements was really, really complex to set up. Because you had to have like a really, really specific series of events.
I couldn't open the door until I'd unlocked it.
Ooh, find the key.
The lock opened with a satisfying click.
Imagine if you narrated your life the same way that she's narrating everything that she did. Right, is there anything? Start with the messages.
Perhaps I should make a call.
Oh no.
You have no new messages. Old messages.
Vernon, darling, it's Maman here. I'm at my wit's end. I've given your trousers 3 washes at 100 degrees and that stain still won't come out. It's more like cement than mayonnaise. Anyway, the ironing's done. Oh, I hate these machines. Au revoir, à dimanche.
This is Nico Coladier from La Liberté. Just to say I'll be round at 8 as promised. Goodbye.
Vernon, it's Beatrice. Good luck with the reporter. I'll be waiting for you in the gardens afterwards. Love you, Snooky.
Yeah, possibly not mayonnaise. What we got here?
A girl should never be without a tissue.
Or maybe she should have had that for the stain.
A box of tissues stood on the counter. I didn't need another tissue.
Anything in the bin this time?
The trash can contained no clues. The trash can contained no clues.
For a second there, I thought the game had crashed again. We can't go around that side of the table. Is there anything over this side of the room? Nope. Oh, that's the safe. I don't think we've picked up anything that would...
I could have hit buttons at random, but getting the combination that way would have taken weeks. Under the floorboard was a small safe with an electronic lock.
The police would have seized that computer.
The computer was badly damaged. Who needs ornaments when you've got a TV? The door was securely locked.
Anything else in here before we go through to the bedroom?
I had a pretty good idea who was going to be behind the door.
Be that girl from the park. Just make sure there's nothing else I can pick up over here first.
The picture was a pleasant touch. Another Steve Jobs original. I couldn't hear anything.
Find this door. Did we not see this door last time we were in here? Oh, we never came through with the bathroom last time.
The wash basin was surprisingly clean. I'd always dreamed there were men out there capable of cleaning the toilet, but he wasn't one of them. Some things I just didn't need to examine.
No, it doesn't look like there's anything else in here. Would this person in the bedroom not be concerned? Yes, she needs the man up, Chrissy. She's gonna get a fright now. Not even blinking. Not concerned. I would be slightly concerned if someone just walked into the room.
Whoever did the dusting here never got round to the TV.
Yeah, exactly. It must just be a French thing. Oh, anything in the cupboard before we...
The wardrobe was stuffed with unwashed clothes. Disgusting.
I suppose better go and speak to her now.
The poor thing looked as though she'd been crying for days. Excuse me, Beatrice.
Why have you come here? Didn't the police arrest you?
They released me. I didn't kill Vernon, but I saw the woman who did.
What do you want with me?
I want to help.
Go away!
The only thing that's changed
Here.
in the apartment...
I understand if you don't want to talk.
Thanks.
Can I ask you about Vernon?
He was very anxious to meet you.
What did he want to talk to me about? Do you know?
Not the details. He was acting so strangely.
Go on.
He said his life was in danger. Wouldn't let me come up to the flat. We had to meet in the gardens.
Why was he so scared?
It was those people.
Who?
I don't know. They paid Vernon to crack some old manuscript. I don't know why it was such a big deal. Anyone can see the manuscript on the internet.
So did he crack it?
Of course. Vernon's the best. He was the best.
So what happened then?
They told him to keep quiet. Threatened him. That was 6 months ago.
So he risked his life to speak to me. But why now?
He said it was all coming true.
What was?
He wouldn't tell me. The stuff in the manuscript, I suppose.
Do you know anything about Vernon's safe?
Only that he's got one somewhere.
You don't know the combination?
No. It would have to be easy to remember, though. Vernon had a terrible memory.
Really?
I used to laugh, because he was always asking me my birthday.
Go on.
What's your birthday again, babe? He'd say. 23rd of October. Same every year, I tell him.
Okay, Beatrice. I'll leave you alone now.
No, wait. What about that woman? What if she comes back?
Don't worry. She won't.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to find her and get to the bottom of this. Thanks for your help. Goodbye.
So the birthday's going to be the combination, I reckon. What's that there? Is she your type then, Chrissy? That's it, yeah, your birthday's cancelled for next year.
If you think of anything, or just need to talk, I'm at 361 Rue Jarry.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Next year's the last one. They're all cancelled after that.
Piecing together the information from Beatrice, I figured that her birth date was the combination I needed. Et voilà! There were only 2 things inside, a hand-drawn diagram and a DVD disc.
We know Nico's got a DVD player in her apartment. Let's see what the diagram is.
Vernon claimed the diagram had some importance. The DVD disc didn't have a label. I didn't care who it was for. A reporter has to get her leads where she can. I just needed a DVD player to view it on.
Back to Nico's place. So we can't go through the front door. There you go. Just for Chrissy. Oh no, we've clicked on that by mistake. Don't remember how many times that I made that mistake last night doing the tank controller playthrough of Grim Fandango. was having like reverse into places and all sorts. You can't check him for red face, no. He was fairly confident saying that he currently is.
I had the DVD, and now I needed to take a look at its contents. Going back to my place was the best option.
What the?
Whoops.
I had the DVD, and now I needed to take a look at its contents. Going back to my place was the best option.
What the? My God, that was close.
That was the sports car I was looking for earlier.
But I think you ought to warn the lass upstairs.
I considered leaving the area
And did.
and decided to visit my apartment.
Yep, chase after it around the streets. Right, so DVD.
My hands trembled as I slid the disc into the slot. What was so important that it got Vernon killed?
If you are watching this, Mouse, then, well, you know what's happened. The whole world is in danger, Beatrice. The manuscript those people paid me to decode had a secret. A deadly secret. Though I didn't know it at the time. You know all those earthquakes and the crazy weather I've been going on about? They were predicted in the manuscript. Turns out it's quite famous. Called the Voynich manuscript. People have been trying to crack it for years, and I beat them to it. Me, Vernon Blier. I haven't decoded everything, but what I've seen is enough. It talks of a power so great, it could destroy the whole of mankind. It flows continually around the earth along routes known as ley lines. The Chinese call them dragon lines. You know, an ancient civilization even learned how to use this energy, and it brought them great power. They became greedy. They lost control. The power surged. It almost destroyed the world. Beatrice, the people who paid me want to harness this power. And if they do, it is the end of the world. For real! You'll find a diagram with this. It's important, but I haven't worked out why yet. Two things I know are very important. Something called the Key of Solomon, and the strange phrase, devils and witches dance with cows on the Sabbath. The more I work on the manuscript, the more confused I become, and the more I fear for my life. Whatever happens, Mouse, I love you.
I'd wanted a big story. Now it looked as though I'd found one. But what did it all mean? I was going to need help.
That guy didn't look like Chris. He didn't have enough piercings or tattoos.
Perhaps I should make a call. I wondered if Andre might have any ideas.
Andre Lobineau?
Hi, Andre.
It's good to hear from you. I do worry about you.
Oh, Andre, you are sweet. I've got a serious problem, Andre. I really need your help.
Tell me about it and I'll see what I can do.
The guy who died?
The one you went to interview?
That's him. He left me a message recorded onto a disc.
How terribly dramatic. A voice from beyond the grave.
This is serious, Andre. In his message, he says he managed to decipher something called the Voynich manuscript. Also, do you know anything about the Key of Solomon?
I need to see this for myself. I'll see you at your place.
Oh, the creepy guy's coming round for the night.
Whatever happens, Mouse, I love you.
If even 1/10 of that is true,
We have to assume it is, Andre.
let's summarize what he's told us.
Something called the Voynich manuscript suggests that an ancient civilization used a power that ran through the earth itself.
And someone is trying to use that power today, possibly in the process causing earthquakes.
That strange diagram and something called the Key of Solomon has, as yet unknown, significance.
I have no idea what the diagram is, but I know about the Key of Solomon.
What does it unlock?
It's a fabled book that holds the wisdom of Solomon. What else was there?
Devils and witches dancing with cows on the Sabbath.
Devils and witches were reputed to have danced on the Île Saint-Louis.
Part of that island used to be called Île aux Vaches.
Cow Island.
There's a significant connection to the Île Saint-Louis. If we could only pinpoint it more closely. What could it mean, Andre?
We're going to have to be methodical about this.
You say the Key of Solomon is a book.
Yes. There are even ancient Hebrew manuscripts that are claimed to be the real thing. But genuine scholars doubt their authenticity.
Perhaps the real thing contains further information on this. What's the significance of the Île Saint-Louis?
I have no idea. Perhaps we need a connection to another piece of information.
Do you think there is a theatrical link to the island?
You need to do some research.
I know just the place to phone. What do you think that pattern represents?
It looks a bit like a spider.
Andre, this is serious. Do you think it could have anything to do with the lines of energy he mentioned?
Maybe this is where the power lines meet up.
Brilliant! That's it! But how does that help us?
I think, royalty. I think you're going to need to get your glasses cleaned, or get some glasses if you haven't got them already.
What
For
could
this
it mean,
creepy
Andre?
bloke.
We're going to have to be methodical about this.
Didn't he have blonde hair in the other games as well?
Perhaps I should make a call. Better check in with my paper.
News desk?
Newish.
I need you to help me.
That's what I'm here for.
You're a resting actress, so you might know this. Is there a theatrical connection to the Île Saint-Louis?
There's an old theater on the island. I knew some people who were trying to get it reopened a few years back. But it's been condemned for the last 5 years.
Does it have a name?
Hieroglyph.
Thanks. I owe you one. Bye now.
Right, let's go back to Mr. McCreepy.
What could it mean, Andre?
We're going to have to be methodical about this.
Andre, do you know anything about a theater called Hieroglyph?
On the Île Saint-Louis?
Yes.
No.
I'm going to have to investigate then.
Anyone else to ring?
Perhaps
just
I should
before
make
we-
a call.
No, that's it. So I'm guessing now we have a new location to explore. Oh, but not get next too close to the bed with Andre there.
Looking after houseplants wasn't my forte. The clown's red nose was a clue that George and I once found. It made me think of him when I touched it.
What was that? I only missed part of that conversation.
It was a photo of my old friend, George.
Just before the bomb went off.
I considered leaving my apartment.
To the theatre.
Andre, I'm going to hunt down some more clues.
It's a bit late to go poking around an old theater.
I'll be fine. Typical. Hello?
Remember me? Your boss?
Ah,
Where the hell have you been?
in jail. How come you didn't bail me out?
We're a bit low on resources right now, Nico. Which is why I have a new assignment for you.
I'm still working on the dead hacker story.
That's old news. I want you to...
I'm going to get to the bottom of this.
drop the case.
No! Someone framed me.
You don't get to choose, Nico. That's not the deal.
In that case, I quit. You know, I feel better for that.
There's just the question of how you'll pay the bills and eat.
Something will come up.
You sound like your friend, George.
Oh, crikey, look at the way he walks. He's like the original simp.
The theater looked as if it had been abandoned for years. I wondered if it was really the right place. I was going to have to get inside to find out. The door was locked. I couldn't force it.
He's just left her.
I peered through the window, but the place was too dark. The door was in a terrible state, but the lock was brand new. Someone was obviously still using this place.
Right, let's have a rummage around then. Go down this side of the street first.
Nothing special about this door. I couldn't open the door. It was locked. The door was shut fast and wouldn't open. I couldn't hear anything moving on the other side of the door.
But we've got this like option to listen at the doors. I bet there's only one point in the game where that is useful.
I couldn't open the door. Nothing but silence behind the door.
So this side of the street might be completely useless. Ooh, can we go across the river? Oh, calm down, Chrissy.
The door was shut fast and wouldn't open.
Next door.
The door was shut fast and wouldn't open.
Can we get down this bit here first before we start going down the back alley? Because that's obviously where we're going next.
Just another locked door.
That looks like a copy and paste of this other door from before.
The door had nothing remarkable about it. My lead had brought me to the theater. I wasn't walking away now.
Ooh, before we do anything. Save it. Otherwise, after we start the entire stream again.
I couldn't open the door. It was locked.
What we reckon this is a climbing puzzle here. Like what we had to do at the start of the game with George.
Locked. Probably from the inside. I wasn't going to get in there, but there had to be some way in.
Let's just see. Ooh, the red car.
I could see the mask the traffic warden had described. I was in the right place, all right. The door was locked. I had no way of opening it, short of throwing a brick through the window. It was the red Jaguar that had nearly run me over. The killer clearly had the connection to the theater. It looked like I was on the right track after all.
Let's see, can't we maybe use anything on it? Can we leave a message and lipstick on her car?
I thought about it, but decided against it.
Nope. Then it comes to a dead end. Right, so how are we getting into this scaffolding then? How do the workmen get in there? Can we climb? No. Can we climb up those windows? There's a ladder there. And there's no... Well, that'll be how we're going to get up to the next stage. Let's go to that wider angle. See if we can get a little better look. Oh, hang on. Do you reckon we can climb straight up that? Oh. Anything down here that could be, like, potentially climb up and slide across, maybe? No, it's got a barrier on it there. So this must be the way in. So how are we getting up there? See a window open there. Let me try this door.
I couldn't open the door.
We couldn't tilt the camera back. Alright, there's some stuff on that side as well. Right, let's go see if there's any other climbing points. Along this sort of dead-end road, there might be something over there we can use. Oh, we didn't go down this way, did we? I assume this is a return. Yeah. Anything that looks climbable. Maybe it's climbable. Get up to that little balcony. No. Being right by the river, you'd think there'll be more people wandering around. Just trying to see if that balcony there might have been something. Right. What we got that looks like it's climbable. Definitely no action points coming up when we stand here. Aha. Just weren't standing in the right spot. They're not obvious, some of these, are they? I think that's why we're, you know, like I said, like when we first streamed this, like the first part, why I only played it for like a little bit, because all I got was to that first, that first little bit. I never got any further in it. That's because I didn't see that little wall that we had to jump over, because it's just not a mechanic that I expect from this type of game. Let's try again. So that mustn't be the bit to jump up. I reckon we must have to jump across. Yep, and then we will hop up again. Oh, we now got a box to play with. The question is, do we use the box to get up there or up there? I assume it must be onto there. Shall find out. But maybe she could climb over there, unless we have to climb over to the other side. And then from there, do a big leap that looks a lot further than what I think she could really realistically jump. See, some more ladders over there. How do we trigger those ladders then? You like do a jump across to that other bar? Just trying to see if there's any other... Ah, what's this?
It was an advertising billboard. It looked long enough to reach across to the other side of the alley, and that was where I had to go. The base of the billboard was attached by metal clips. I had loosened the clips, but the billboard didn't budge. I had loosened the clips, but nothing had happened.
Anything in our inventory?
It was the construction company's billboard.
Maybe we can do something from beneath it. I thought maybe we could no, that wouldn't work. Like sort of like sidestep around it. Try to see if I get to run into it and Alright, what we got that could potentially be useful in our inventory? Just a pencil.
Not right now.
Our royalty has returned. Are you on a full night tonight, or is it a half night?
It was the construction company's billboard.
How are we going to get this to fall over?
It was the pencil I'd borrowed from the lobby of Vernon's building.
Half night tonight. Let's just save it. I'm going to try something. No, I thought just for a brief moment I thought maybe you could push it off the end, maybe. So how are we going to get that billboard down? How did we get up here? There's nothing else that we could pick up anywhere, was there? Out here, is there anything up here that we've missed picking up perhaps? Got more on the next level. Could we get any higher? So the thing was getting over that gap to those ladders. Unless there's somewhere that we can do the sidestep thing. Right, let's give it a go. And up here. Let's just try pushing this back across then, because when the box was in place, it didn't come up. At least I don't think it came up with the option. But we'll try and very carefully maneuver ourselves at the end. No, definitely nothing appears on that bit. Let's just push it back to the default position and see if standing on the very edge of here. Alright, let's drag that... Oops, no, wrong button. Drag that back to where it was so we can get back up to where the bottom bit of the the billboard was. What's that there on? Oh, on the original jump on the next floor down. Where she was going like directly at the camera. Ah, this bit here. Go on, climb up. Nope, she just wants to sidestep. Rope down. Up here. Just check there's no more clips on this side. Like middle ones. Up to the top level. Now, is she going to ride it across, or...?
It was a gamble, but my options were limited. Success!
Now we just have to backtrack all that now. So as we're backtracking this bit here, what's the egg count up to now? Must be on tens of millions by now, surely. $97. And 86. Are you? Have you left the tab open at home, or have you? Have you got it like set on your desk so that you can try and keep up with Chrissy's points? Oh, why am I going all the way down here? You got both active, just in case. Yeah, up here. Yeah, confused myself on what level of the scaffolding I was on there. Then up here again, and up another one.
I was risking death with every step, but so what? I felt like I was under a death sentence already.
There goes the sign.
God, that was close. I was trapped on the theater side with no way back.
Those textures haven't loaded there, have they? Oh, is Christy likely to send dodgy messages, is he? Where's this ladder go? Probably go the completely wrong way, but you know, we'll explore. Ooh, we're inside. quick save. It's gonna be like when George went under the underground and found that cave where the Templars were having the meeting in the first game.
The door may have been too thick, but I couldn't hear anything.
I can hear voices now.
There was somebody coming. I had to hide. The popcorn stand was my only option.
I shall miss Paris, my dear. It has been charming, has it not?
I shall never forget it.
But the city is becoming unstable, and we have no need of this space.
When will we leave?
Soon. My plans are working out perfectly.
Of course.
Yow!
It seems that we have a visitor.
Is this the right place for the audition? You again.
Aha, so this is the girl. Petra, my dear, you must introduce us.
Nico MacLeod? Senor Suzaro.
We have never met, and yet our lives have crossed.
For the worst.
In your case, that will certainly be true. Flap!
So, Bruno and I came to Paris. It was the first time I'd been back since... well, since the last time. I was on the trail of Cesaro, and the dragon power. We waited till it got dark. Then Bruno led me through the back streets to the place he suspected.
Yep, George will have to save the day on his own.
I waited while he checked the readings on his mysterious device.
My calculations indicate that this is the place.
Behind that wall? Are you sure?
My machine tells me it is there, and I have no reason to doubt it.
Okay. Well, let's get inside and take a look.
No, I am not going in there. I said I would bring you here, and that is what I have done. I am not going in there.
Bruno, you're just being paranoid.
No, it is only paranoia when they are not out to get you.
Okay, Bruno, you stay here.
In the open, where everyone can see you.
Bruno, are you sure this is the place?
Yes, here is the place the machine is indicating.
Well, if the machine said it was so, I wasn't going to argue. How's everything, Bruno?
Oh, everything is tickety-boo. Apart from the fact I have a crazy man trying to kill me.
Are you sure you don't want to come with me?
I think I will be better out here, thank you.
How reliable is that machine? I mean, how many of these Earth power sites have you found with it?
You understand nothing.
It's not about understanding. It's about believing. Hey, that machine sure is a piece of work. Homes in on ancient dust, huh?
You are quite a witty man, I think, Mr. Storbat.
You know, I like to keep things cheery.
I find it very tiresome. Please desist.
Sure. By the way, this place doesn't look right to me.
But the readings are very strong. Maybe you missed something.
Let's just quickly save. Well, the hippie guy in that, I can't try to remember the name of the shop now.
Bruno had risked a lot to bring me here. I wasn't about to go sightseeing.
The one that had the woman upstairs. Let's have a little, before we go try and go in there, let's just do the traditional check all the other doors.
Novels and short stories by the look of it. Kids' books. Shame it wasn't open. I still had a couple of gaps in my Tintin collection, and this could have been just the place.
Quite enjoy watching the Tintin cartoons.
Bruno
every now
had
and
risked
again.
a lot to bring me here. I wasn't about to go sightseeing.
What we got? Another climbing puzzle? I'm gonna say yes, because that's a movable crate. Check the bins first. But I've got them on Blu-ray, but it must be about 6 months ago now. I watched them on Netflix because I had them all on there. It's more convenient than changing the disc. Oops, wrong button. That button. Nope, mustn't have to go there. Right, let's drag it out one more block. I mean, some of it is like hilarious, like especially like things like the characters' names and stuff like that.
It was a large recycling
You wouldn't get away with
dump.
it now.
I wondered what sort of things the French recycled.
But it's definitely worth a watch. They did that animated, like a CGI animated film that there was a Spielberg did a few years ago. I actually nodded off at the cinema with that one.
It was a large recycling dumpster.
If it's the one that came out within the last 15 years, the CGI one, it's basically they've combined like multiple episodes, like plot lines into one. You must have to take this somewhere else to get up. But it's the right film. It's a good laugh. But I mean, I've watched it quite a few times since. But I remember nodding off at the cinema when I went to see it. Much like that Jupiter Ascending. I drove all day to go and watch that because that was when I lived in the Lake District.
It was a large recycling dumpster.
Can we not climb over here and get into that hole? Right, what are we missing? So we can't get that box over that speed bump, definitely. Is there somewhere like a ledge we can grab onto, maybe, and get around? Right, well, let's give that a go then. I know when, well, not so much in recent years, but like I said, when I was at university, like back home living in Newcastle, I used to go every Thursday morning to the cinema. It didn't matter what was showing, I just always went every Thursday just to see whatever film was out. Plus in the morning there was only ever a couple of people there. Or in some films' cases it was only me there. Seen some rubbish as well, mind. Well, that answers that question. We can't go up there. Right, let's drag this back. Have they done another Toy Story? Because I know there's like one, like there's like 3 that I'm aware of. But did they do another one? Or was I just imagining it? I don't get this. Why can we not climb on top of anything? There's 4 at the minute. I've only seen the 3. Basically, the things with Toy Story, I don't think I'd be interested in watching any of those again because I think that they need to do something new instead of just rehashing the same ones every time. That's the wall there. There we go, finally.
The window was latched inside. One of the panes was smashed, leaving a gaping hole. Suddenly, I was very scared of what lay ahead. Aha!
Oh, I've just seen that restream chat
The window
has
opened
crashed.
easily.
I can still see Twitch though. Oh, you got the Disney Plus subscription. We were thinking about getting that just to watch that Mandalorian and then like watch it very quickly and then unsubscribe.
I found myself in a book repository. Nothing happened. It was a light switch. Silence. That was either a sign, or there was just no one behind the door.
So what exactly are we looking for here?
Books on cryptozoology, care and feeding. Imagine keeping a yeti as a pet. Think of the hairballs. Yuck. Books on conspiracy theory. On the shelf below, the label read, Conspiracy Practice.
Anything in the filing cabinet?
The drawers wouldn't open. They were securely locked.
Those things aren't securely locked.
A small metal filing cabinet. The labels on the drawers indicated that they were for storing the bills and paperwork. Books on sex. Nobody ever accused George Stobart of being scared to learn new tricks. The Kama Sutra. Of course, people had more joints in those days. Sex, a one-man mission. Well, only if you can't find a woman. Problems in the sack. Ah, I see. That should be in the vegetable section.
Made quite a few titles on that section, didn't he?
Books on sex.
2 shelves of it. Chris is sitting there at home, blushing now.
This was a strange section. Secret doors and tunnels, construction and maintenance. There was a little plaque on the top of the shelf. These books kindly donated by the governor of Alcatraz. The filing cabinet was locked and I didn't have the key.
Right, what we've got here now. Got to read through some of these.
Books on the occult and the paranormal. Sacrifice made easy. 101 ways to kill a goat. The perfect Christmas gift. Books on the occult and the paranormal.
All right, so these 2 sections must have the exact same dialogue.
Books on the occult and the paranormal.
We can't skip dialogue in this game. Right, what's in this section then?
Books on relationships. Looking for love in the strangest places. I made a mental note to stay away from bookshops for the rest of my life. Books on relationships.
Yeah, this
Looking
whole block
for
must
love
be
in
the same.
Strangest places.
Right, what we got then?
Nope, not that way.
Now this is the door we came out of to start with, so let's try this one at the top. Oh, another climbing puzzle by the looks of it. Any indication of where we need to go first? Yeah, he read loads of them in that section, didn't he? Okay, what was the point of going up there? Unless we're going out the window. Is there a third one? There is a third box, right. So the question is now is where do we need to go? So we've got a window over here. What else? I wonder if he made those noises when he was reading this book. Yeah, he always has his panties on him at all times. Just in his pocket so he can wave them round to all the strangers that he meets. Let's climb up.
It was a light switch.
All that box moving to access a lamp light switch.
The room was just a storeroom.
More boxes. Oh, they finally fixed the Wi-Fi in there. It's about time. It taken them, what, 6 or 7 months? Is there somewhere where we're supposed to be getting to, do you think, in here? Can we climb up the window, maybe? Try dragging this one in front of the window and see what happens. Don't know if that's going to line up with the window there, but we can easily rejiggle it. Nope, that answers that question.
Deep scratches had scarred the floor.
let's try removing those boxes from the first 2 blocks entirely. Is there something underneath?
The trap door was set flush into the floor. A ladder led down into a well-lit passage. It looked like Bruno could be right.
What are we going to find down here then? Well, that was a fairly pointless tunnel. An escape route, I suppose. Although how you recover it back up once you're in there.
There was nothing behind the door, or my ear problem was back. It was some kind of ancient boiler. It was like something from a horror movie. I half expected to hear screams coming from inside.
Fiddle with the dials. Are we in the same place that Nico is?
That door wasn't going to open.
Right, save. Just when I saw that carpet there.
Hey, they got a show. It was some kind of a rehearsal. As a one-time director of the Idaho Players, I was no stranger to the thespian arts.
Where is it? We must have the location.
I tell you, I don't know.
Ah!
Let me do this properly. I know I can break her.
As you wish, Petra.
I'm not scared of you, you bunch of thugs.
Bravo! Ooh!
Senior Cicero, sir. Sorry to bother you.
Yes, what is it now?
We got a little problem downstairs.
Do be precise, Flap. What kind of a problem?
An intruder problem. A guy's getting killed problem.
Ah, just as I was getting comfortable.
Cesaro! This was no rehearsal. And the girl giving the Oscar performance was my old friend Nico.
This is very tiresome. You will stay here, Miss Collard. Don't try anything.
Some hope. What do you think I'm going to do? Ask the audience for help?
Flap, you watch her like a hawk.
Like a hawk, Senior Cicero.
The name is Cesaro. Senor Cesaro. Do try and make an effort, Flap, or I shall have to kill you too.
The name is Flap. Let's save it now. Should we end the stream there today? No.
Huh? What's that? Who's up there?
I realized the thug would spot me if I hung around.
Oh, I see what we're going to do. We're going to go through that door there. We're going to stick behind this tool. And we're going to go bouncy with Nico when he's not looking the other way. Sneak through the door.
The direct approach was out of the question. As soon as I stepped from the shadows, I'd be spotted. I had to find another way onto the stage.
Hey! You ain't supposed to be here! Ah!
Whoops. What else is back here? Of course, this guy's completely useless if he can't see us back here. Right, what's in here? Oh, must be some dials we can fiddle with.
The panel controlled the sound. Nico really needed my help. The sound equipment controls were completely wrecked. How was I going to help Nico? This panel was broken too, wrecked on purpose. I needed to find a way to help Nico. The panel was wrecked beyond repair. I needed to find a way to help Nico.
Right, let's have a look. Yeah, let's just leave and go home. So is there anything around here we can use? Is that the doors in or out of here?
The door was locked and I didn't have a key to open it. It looked like a disposable cup. It had been crushed.
Pick it up. He likes putting junk in his pocket. The right side of the city. We'll have a look on there once I've rummaged through this area.
Damn, just my luck. No soda. Trying broken machines wasn't going to help Nico.
But it's definitely
Dust and
George's
Weevils.
style.
My favorite theater snack. I was wasting time when I should have been helping Nico.
We're not on a timer.
It was locked and wouldn't open. Maybe there was some cash still inside. Well, the drawer was jammed, so I guess not.
Oh, hello there and welcome. We're playing Broken Sword 3. For a moment in my head there, I can't remember which number game we're up to. So at the minute, we're supposed to be helping Nico, but instead we're rummaging around the theatre. These like weird rooms, like with a chair and stuff that just it's like, why are they there?
I couldn't open it because it was locked. I kept thinking of Nico's desperate situation.
All right, let's go back to the theatre then. And before we go in though, I will save it again. I don't think we'll be able to come down this side, can we? Or can we? World's most useless guard. I'm not even bothered to creep, we can just walk straight out. Ooh, some ladders. We're going to drop a sandbag on his head, aren't we? You know that's what's happening now.
Whoa! The gangways were dangerous. They'd fallen away in places. It was a long way down.
Yeah, or a stage light. What's this?
The rope held up the lighting rig.
Oh, we'll drop the whole rig on his head.
The lighting rig lowered part of the way, but then jammed fast.
Now we need to get to the other side. And let me guess. Surely that's a bar that we can walk straight across. Try to see if any like options come up in the control panel area. Oh, unless we just simply have to go to the other stage. Was there ladders on the other side? Actually, can we see any ladders from here? Doesn't look like it. Oh, right, on the light thing itself. Aha. I was thinking that we had to go to the other side, pull the cord or something, and have the entire rig fall on his head, or saying that there is another rope point there that we can click on. Or it looks like we can click on anyway. Nope, we can't click on it. What have we got here?
Hanging from the rigging was a sandbag, which acted as a counter.
Yeah, well, that's something you can't run 2 meters.
I knew this would get his attention. Gotcha now.
Well, it doesn't look up though, does it?
Well, well, well. Nicole Collard, tied to a chair, needing to be rescued. Again.
George! Don't just stand there. Untie me.
You know, this is becoming a habit. Maybe you should seek help. Okay, okay.
Come on. Hurry.
Jeez, these knots are tight. Aha! Got it. Seriously, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. And it is good to see you. Your timing's perfect.
It always was.
So, how's Idaho, George?
Same as ever. It's a great vacation state. You ought to visit sometime.
Got any friends who'd put me up?
I could put a word in for you.
You're a real sport. Why the sudden interest in theater?
I'm on the trail of a guy who killed one of my clients. A man called Cesaro.
That's the maniac who captured me.
I know. I was watching from the stalls. Thought you were pretty good, by the way.
Thanks. I wasn't looking forward to the next scene, though.
Yeah. Those guys, they got their own special twist on the word corpse.
So tell me about Cesaro.
Cesaro connects back to the Neo-Templars.
Surprise, surprise. That explains idiot guy over there.
So why are you here?
The blonde. She killed the guy I was due to interview. Tracking her down brought me here.
We're working on the same case. Now that's amazing.
Only if you believe in coincidence. Do you?
No.
Me neither. Come on, George. We can't sit around here all day.
Oh, both of us are back now.
It was one heck of a shot, but I guess the cleaners wouldn't be too pleased. Nico?
Yes, George?
I wonder if you could help me out.
It depends on what you want.
So, Nico, you still a reporter?
Not according to my editor.
Well, what happened? You get fired?
No, I quit first.
So why did the blonde kill the guy you were interviewing?
He was trying to contact me. Said he had information about all this weird meteorological stuff going on. Said the world was going to end.
Right, has this bloke got anything in his pockets? Because we know how much we love rummaging through pockets.
Nice to see someone else with a headache for a change. I knew the guy all right. He used to work for the Grand Master. Flap, they called him. Last time I'd seen him, he was falling from an express train in Scotland. Just too butt-ugly to die, I guess.
So that's another one from the first game, then. Was he one of the two goons outside the hotel?
Flap believed in traveling light, just his IQ and his gun. Me, I just put faith in the old IQ.
Right, is there a way, like a proper way out of here, or do we have to jump off the stage, maybe? No, here we go. So how are we getting out of here, then? Do we go back the way we came?
There was no point in coming all this way for nothing. I had to know why this place was so important.
So we're not going anywhere just yet. This must be the point now where we go into the lobby and do something.
The door was locked and I didn't have a key to open it.
It's weird, this whole area here. Let's just see if there's any more
Nico?
conversations opened up.
Yes, George?
About this door here, then.
The door wouldn't budge.
Is there any more doors? Let's go back behind the counter now.
It was locked and wouldn't open. The machine was empty.
Hang on, the other side of the stage. We couldn't go down that bit without getting shot. Maybe there's something down there. There we go, some steps downstairs. I need all the lifts to take actors up to the stage. Or is this something we can knock over, do you reckon? What I saw?
A beautifully painted cloth backdrop. It was a perfect market scene. Fruit stalls and bric-a-brac stalls.
Alright, that's where we came down. Ordered up. Or did it end? This must be that woman's room who's got wigs in it.
It was just a wig mannequin.
Is he sure he doesn't want the wig to put in his pockets?
The drawers in the dresser were empty. They looked as if they'd been emptied years ago.
It's safe, but we'll get the letter first in case that's got a combination on it. Or maybe we'll click on the safe.
Damn! The safe was locked. But on reflection, that was hardly a surprise. The rotting floor had begun to buckle under the weight. Some kind of play script in French. This wasn't the time to stop and read. Some kind of play script in French. The drawers in the dresser were empty.
So, do you reckon we're going to go onto the floor below?
The safe
Get the
was
lift
locked.
to pull the boards out or something, and the lift will come crashing down and break open when it hits. What do we reckon? Let's go down to the other side, because the other side had a bit of corridor as well. That one's boarded up. Anything down here, or is this another dead end? Nope, the labyrinth continues.
That door wasn't going to open.
Locked.
Either the door was stuck, or it was just locked. I couldn't hear anything. Nico?
Yes, George?
The safe back there has recently been used, and it's locked.
If it's important enough for Cesaro to keep in the safe.
Exactly.
Let's see if Nico can keep up as we run back to the safe. Let's just have a little rummage through here as well. What do we reckon we're going to drop these weights on the safe?
A huge pile of counterweights for the trap door. If I hadn't given up going to the gym, I would have been able to lift them all.
Can we pick it up and pull it out? Oh, maybe we can take the weights, maybe, and put them on the lacquered floorboard. Any other options before we...
It was an old metal safe. I wondered if there was anything inside. The safe was locked.
Yeah, I'm sure we could handle all the weights. There's that.
A huge pile of counterweights for the trap door.
Hmm.
Ah! Damn, that's hot. What an incredibly dumbass thing to do. It was an old stage light burning brightly.
Oh, he doesn't even have any panties in his inventory to pick it up with.
That wasn't the right approach.
Oh, can we switch to her? Oh, hang on. He's got his boxer shorts. Oh, right, hang on. We have to use the boxer shorts. Oh, it doesn't let us. Oh.
The shorts belonged to Bruno. I didn't want to examine them too closely.
Right, hang on. I don't know what use this could possibly be.
I thought about it, but decided not to do it.
What else we got in our inventory? Paper cup.
There wasn't a reason to try that.
Why did we pick up the paper cup?
The ID card belonged to the dead inventor, Cholmondeley.
We must have to move. You would think that we'd have to crush safe or something with this. Or take the weights off, maybe.
A huge pile of counterweights for the trap door.
Can we break the mechanism somehow?
No way was I doing that.
Something on the stage that we can put on the trapdoor, maybe? Sandbags, maybe. Are they still highlightable?
Sure was a mess, but it sort of made me feel at home. So I ignored it.
No. We can highlight them, but we can't like pick them up or anything. Oh, I know. The steps down are on the other side, aren't they? Right. Has to be some kind of a weight thing. Anything else back here? We've got the backdrop. Anything else clickable or anything else that we can pick up in this corner? What's this?
I'd found a box of theatrical grease paint. The sight transported me back to another day in Paris, a peaceful cafe, and a clown. And boy, did I hate clowns. I stuck my hand into the box and grabbed a stick. Bestheimer's number 7, white. What a lucky guess. Nico?
Yes, George?
Take a look at this, Nico. I found it under the stage. Face paints.
Well done, George. Shall I paint your face like a tiger, or maybe even a cute little bear?
Some other time, I think, Nico. Do you want this grease paint, Nico?
No thanks, George. I already carry my own makeup. You keep it.
That's what we have to refer to all makeup as from now on. So what can we use the grease paint for? Can we use it on the safe? Anything else in here that we might have missed?
I had no reason to try that.
We combine it with something? Alright, we've done something there.
That wasn't such a good idea.
Right, so now we have...
I'd placed the grease paint in the old cup.
Why? Can't interact with any other item that we have in our inventory.
No way was I doing that.
Nothing else I recall that moves. See if we could have done something with that boiler that was there. We use it in some way on this.
Now that wasn't quite right. That wasn't such a good idea.
Let's drop it.
No way was I doing that.
So what do we need it for then? I'm going to run down this other corridor. Then we'll try it on the stage light. This guy's properly out, isn't he?
The stage light was hot enough to melt the paint.
The question is, what do we need
As
to
the
melt
grease paint
for?
melted, the smell of burning fat stung my nose. But at least it worked.
Alright, let's go back downstairs and try and use it on on everything down there.
Now that wasn't quite right. I had no reason to try that.
Please.
Nico?
Yes, George?
Look, Nico, I heated up the grease paint and it melted.
For a second there, George, I had an image of you at kindergarten.
I sure was a messy kid, wasn't I?
Still is.
I had no reason to try that.
Anything else we've missed on the side here? Because there's like tissues and all sorts. Is that of like fingerprints for the combination? Something else that we need to combine this
Not
with,
this time.
maybe. So it won't let us use it directly on it. Let's try the boxes. See, so it's not coming up with any icons in the bottom to say I can mix it with anything. With the grease paint, can I? No, it's not like flagging up anything that I can do with it.
The grease paint had been melted by the heat of the light.
Maybe it's just something back here? No. Definitely nothing down there. Yeah, I can try it on the sandbags. Just want to try it out from this perspective first.
Nope, that wouldn't work here.
Nope. Well, if we can't get this in the next minute or so, we'll end for today. This is something all the way back in the entrance hall.
I had no reason to try that.
Because there was all sorts of like things behind the counter, wasn't there? Have a look up there, then we'll that doesn't work.
That wouldn't work here. That wasn't such a good idea. Not this time. Now, that wasn't quite right.
Nah. At the minute, no clue. There was nothing else on the upper floor. There was nothing really at any point at all in this room because everything's broken. Can't imagine using...
Not this time.
Anything like that on there. Must be an object somewhere. Nothing else on stage that we can click on. We use it on him?
No way was I doing that.
No, unless you've got any other ideas. Use it on the dresser table.
That wasn't such a good idea. That wasn't the right approach.
Oh, so it is a sort of idea that we've got to go to the floor below to let it drop through. How do we get down to the next floor, though? Unless there's a trapdoor underneath the... underneath this. Which position is that in? that? Yeah, I don't know how we get down to the next floor. That's the problem. As I say, there was no extra doors down here, was there? Right, let's try this one.
That door wasn't going to open.
Let's try this door over here again.
That door wasn't going to open.
So where have we missed some kind of an access? Or under these stairs over here? Have we been over here? No, there's nothing there. Aha, it just looks like a wall. Where does this go?
Ah! Stay away from me! I mean it!
What the hell's up with this guy?
Don't come in here! Stay away! Ah!
Somebody has put the fear of God into him.
Somebody or something. And you know what? He's safe in there. And the thing is out here. Nico?
Yes, George?
Nico?
Yes, George?
We're stuck in a loop.
I could hear muttering through the door. Someone was in there, pacing the room and talking to himself.
So somewhere down here there'll be a fuse box that we've got to look at as well as the... I think, is this the room that mirrors that room? Ah, here's a fuse box.
It was the fuse box for the theater. It looked very old and very dangerous. It looked like a couple of the fuses had blown. There was only one fuse remaining. The support strut was wedged between the floor and the ceiling. It was holding up the floor of the room above. I guessed the strut was supporting the safe in the room above. I'm
guessing we're going to lube up that handle for the lock in the middle.
The strut wouldn't budge. The friction from the floor was too great.
We're going to lube
I
it up.
hoped the melted grease paint would work as a lubricant.
And then we're going to ask Nico to help us shove it.
Even with the added grease, I still couldn't shift it on my own. Nico?
Yes, George?
I think the support strut is holding up the safe from underneath.
Well, it was sagging through the floorboards.
Maybe there's more than one way to crack a safe. I think the support strut is holding up the safe from underneath.
Well, it was sagging through the floorboards.
Maybe there's more than one way to crack a safe.
Right, so I'm guessing we then use her from our inventory.
Hey, Nico? Can you give me a hand here for a second?
Of course, George. What do you want me to do?
Help me pull this strut away from the ceiling.
That's pretty dangerous, George.
Just trust me, okay?
Very well.
Yeah, because of course that safe's not going to land anywhere near you, is it? Just got very naughty thoughts there.
Oh, God!
That's one way to crack a safe.
You didn't say you were trying to crack my skull, too.
Just the usual slight miscalculation. You know me, Nico.
You wouldn't be you without it.
Can we get around, or is Nico blocking the way?
Nico seemed to be upset that I'd nearly killed her. Ah, but heck, look on the bright side. The safe had sprung open when it hit the floor. There were two things inside, a key card and some kind of amazing artifact. It had been hewn from stone. Strange crystals were embedded within it. My God! Nico, look at this!
What is it?
Whatever it is, Cesaro must think it's important. There was nothing left inside the safe. It was a swipe card for a security lock. Nico?
Yes, George?
So what do you think this thing is?
I have no idea.
Telephone to the spirit world? Want to speak to Elvis?
Tell him I'll call him later.
This thing tingles. It feels great.
Maybe it's an ancient massage machine.
Oh, it's radioactive. Yep. Quick save. Is there anything else that we can fiddle with down here? Or do you think that's it?
It was the fuse box for the theater. It looked very old and very dangerous.
Was this where we make our escape or see if there's a... Oh, there was that bloke, wasn't there?
Either the door was stuck or it was just locked.
Exactly, royalty. Oh, what's this?
Oh my God, George! Look at this!
Is that really necessary?
His chest has been just burned away.
I've seen dead bodies before, but this guy's a real award winner.
Ugh.
Ooh, looks like he had chicken for lunch.
Whatever could have caused this, George?
You've never eaten in an English restaurant?
Seriously.
I don't know. I'm a lawyer, not a pathologist. Hey, Nico, an elevator.
We've a choice of down or down.
You know, I've missed you.
I've missed you too.
Well, that's settled then. Shall we go?
Oh, we never searched the body.
I didn't want to go
That's a
back
good
to the
point.
theater just then.
Oh, maybe it's maybe we can't just yet. Oh, we can't go back up there anyway, so hopefully there's nothing on it that we needed. Right, let's have a little rummage down here. And then,
Look at this, Nico.
What is it, George?
It's some sort of symbol carved into the stone. They must have found it when they excavated this tunnel.
It looks like forked lightning. I wonder what it means.
Beats me. The stone looked heavy. I certainly wasn't going to pick it up.
get Nico to pick it up then.
That wasn't the right approach. My God! Bruno was right.
Oh, George, it's beautiful. Who could have built something like this?
More to the point, what's it for?
There's a
That
bridge out
shape.
to the center.
That shape was in the lock in
Let's
the
go see.
jungle. So I think we must be going back there.
George, look at that.
It's some kind of column of energy.
Dragon power?
Look inside.
Looks like a stone of some sort.
Wow. Held in place for thousands of years. Whoa! What the hell? Nico, did you see that?
I did, George, but I don't believe it.
bizarre.
It likes you, George.
So, are we going to use the funny object or the boxes?
There wasn't a reason to try that. At first glance, it looked like a column of plasma. But when I looked closer, it seemed that there was something trapped inside. The surface looked dangerous.
Where is it? There it is.
There wasn't a reason to try that. Nico?
Yes, George?
What have we got in our inventory? What, the metal rod?
That wouldn't work here.
So that would be good with electricity, wouldn't it? All over.
That wasn't the right approach. No way was I doing that. That wouldn't work here.
Anything else that we can click on? I would have thought that, like, to get it, you would use this funny crystal-y thing since that we just got it. Let's just see, does that combo of anything? No.
The oddly shaped artifact was encrusted with blue crystal.
See, it doesn't have like the pick-up thing, it's got like the use, like cog thing on the bottom there.
George, what just happened? It was solid a moment ago.
I don't know. It's weird.
What did you take?
Just looks like a flat slab of rock with some kind of symbol like an omega on it.
So what's a slab of rock doing inside a column of strange power? And why couldn't I get it?
Beats me. Charisma?
Watch it, fella.
The stone had an omega symbol on its surface. Nico?
Yes, George?
No way was I doing that.
Let's try combining it with our weird thing. No, we can't. Yeah, but she's not worthy. Is there anything else here?
The power still buzzed.
Maybe we can use this as our object now.
There wasn't a reason to try that. The power still buzzed.
Or did we just leave? Oh no, there's a lift.
What the heck was that?
What's going on? Those guys are terrified. It's only one man. Why are they running?
George, quickly. Someone is coming up in the elevator.
Oh no, it's Cesaro.
Got his girlfriend too.
Nico, we don't have time to get past the elevator. Find somewhere to hide.
Ah, Stobart. I have had enough of you and your meddling girlfriend.
That's a shame. Oh, by the way, I adored the show.
So glad you could come. Goodbye.
Didn't realize we had control of our character
What the
again.
heck was that?
What's going on?
too
Those guys are
late.
terrified. It's only one man. Why are they running?
George, quickly. Someone is coming up in the elevator.
Oh no, it's Cesaro.
Got his girlfriend too.
Nico, we don't have time to get past the elevator. Find somewhere to hide.
What? We've got control.
What is he doing here? How did he get past all the guards?
The men are weak. They don't understand what is at stake.
Wait here a moment. We shall see what happens next.
we supposed to go then? Back, maybe? Oh, you're enjoying number 3. Can we like climb up or will we get shot?
Petra, there they are. Kill them.
Quick, George, this way.
Oh. Look at that run.
Not fast enough, Blondie.
Damn you!
Should put that body in the gap to keep the lift from going down. Oh, the game's crashed. Oh well. I suppose that'll be a good place to leave it then for today. Right, I will test it through the week to make sure that that is not a game-breaking glitch. That's one way to conclude the today's stream. Right, let's switch the panels over so that we can get a better view. Is it that window? Yeah, that's right. I should really rename these frames. Yeah, I'll share that on Discord in a minute. Right. You have to tune in next week for the next part of the story. Don't forget as well that we also have. There we go. So we're on Broken Sword 3 at the minute, but we also have 4 and 5 to get through as well. I don't know if there's any more beyond that, but I've only got 1 to 5. Right, let's see. Where's Chrissy going to get his bonus eggs? See, raid channel. Who should we go and see? We've got Volts playing Breath of the Wild. Leah's playing Destiny 2. We have TYT. Jenkins looks like he's fallen asleep on stage. Or we've got Anita who is just chatting with her. Is that an octopus on her head? Where would you like to earn your bonus eggs from tonight, Chrissy? What is the egg count up to actually? How far has it changed from when we started? 2 hours ago. What happened to an hour and a half that we normally do? And how many do you get from the raid again? Is it like you get an extra 100 or 200 or something? 250 you get. You'll be able to redeem the big nothing in no time. Oh, thinking about redeems as well. Oh, it's not on my desktop anymore. Oh, it's on Discord. So I think I have to like verify which one of the scarves it is, like on whichever number it is. But I'll find the picture on Discord later on, and it just throws the number so that I can go and fish it out with the box downstairs. I completed as well today the like first proper prototype for your custom papercraft redeem. I think it's come out really, really well, but I'm debating whether or not to make another one again. I'm just a bit concerned when it ships. It might get damaged. I don't know. I'll have to have little rubbish in my boxes and see I've got maybe something to put it inside, because this one I haven't designed it to be folded flat. It's a solid structure out of card. But I will. I'll have a see tomorrow. If I actually, do I have time tomorrow? It'll be Thursday before I get another chance to. Before I get a chance to get the machine back out again. Yeah. But right, who would you like to go and visit today then? Trying to see. Is there any? Never played Destiny 2. I like the first one to the point where it Oh, what's that? They want the vaults, and do you want an 8, Royalty?
8.
Right, we'll head over there then. So tomorrow, back with some more Minecraft. I think I'm probably going to hop on the server for maybe half an hour because I need a pile of repeaters for tomorrow. I don't know how much in the way of actual redstone I've got. Is it scarf number 8? I'll have to. Hang on. Is it under? Oh, somebody joined the Discord since we started the stream. Let's have a look. Not in the Ditton zone, is it? Must be in general. Not be that far up. Aha. This one here. Is that there? Oh, right. Are you went to bed, Grandpa? You'll have to get that app that I've got on my phone because it records like your sleep patterns, but it also makes recordings of you snoring through the night as well as part of its analysis of your sleep. So you'll have to get that for to see who's the culprit. But anyway, so it's number 8. The one here is the one that I have. Which was because we got number 2 was the first one. Was it number 4? Was number 4 the second one you got? I can't quite remember. Or was it 12 maybe? I know it had blue in it, definitely. Because I'll need to put a little cross on it to see which ones. But either way, I know that I need to get number 8 out. Yeah, was it number 4? Was it the previous one? Oh, just looked on there. We haven't played that for so long. Yeah, I'll sort out fishing that one out later on. Say later on, it'll be tomorrow. But anyway, I'll send you over to Vault so that you can get your bonus eggs. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you all next time. Thank you for joining me today. If you are enjoying our journey and would like to see more, then please rate, comment, favourite and subscribe in whichever manner your chosen platform allows. If you are joining us on Twitch, Mixer or YouTube, where we have loads more for you to watch, from our live streams to all our episodes across our various series. You can also drop by and say hi over on Discord, where we chat about everything from Minecraft to books and movies to tabletop games. But most importantly, thank you very much for watching and have a lovely day.